What challenges did you experience at school? When I was in school, I didn't have any interpreters, and it meant I had to write in English. But actually, having moved to Scotland, I didn't know English, and it was difficult. I had to learn English. What challenges do you experience at university? I study politics and international relations, and it's quite a complex course, so it means having to find interpreters that have a knowledge of the subject of politics. It can't just be any interpreter with availability, it has to be somebody that matches the subject content, so it can be quite a challenge and quite a bit of a barrier. Are there any specific approaches that the school and university has taken which you feel has really helped support you? Well, there's one thing that my school did fantastically. They knew I had a keen interest in politics, and they were always trying to encourage me to do things. And I remember my teacher giving me a great opportunity to apply. Well, for example, my modern studies teacher said, why didn't I apply for the Scottish Youth Parliament? Now, at that time, I had never heard of it, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't have much confidence, but they really encouraged me to apply, and I thought I'd give it a go. And actually, I was successful. I became a member of the Scottish Youth Parliament from 2016 to 2021, and it was an amazing experience. At university, I was really lucky that I had fantastic lecturers who were always very supportive of me, emailing me to make sure I was okay. At that time, I was having some issues getting interpreters booked, and they were always checking in and asking if I needed any help, just to let them know, and I really appreciated that support. Are there any specific approaches that the school and college has taken which you feel has really helped support you? When I was in school, not really. Everything had to be done in written English. I didn't have any interpreters, and we had to use written English backwards and forwards. I didn't do so well in school. I didn't really have many friends. There wasn't great support, and it was really difficult getting interpreters. College was a very different situation. I had a lot of support, and sometimes I had to have some explanation of jargon terminology, especially when writing essays, which was quite tricky. And so I got a lot of support when explaining the terminology, making sure I understood, especially for assessments, trying to understand how to put things into the historical context. So there was a lot of support in college. Did you get involved in activities at your school? For example, pupil council or extracurricular activities? In school, they did have clubs, and there were sports clubs and things that pop up from time to time, but it was a hearing environment, and they used spoken language, and they didn't provide interpreters, so I didn't often go to them. What I do like doing, we're going to the deaf clubs and organisations and socialising there.